And we're talking in this segment about how all of us can, in a unique way, help foster children to help them live their best lives and meet their greatest potential. I want to introduce you to Kathleen LaValle. She's with Dallas CASA. She's the CEO of that organization. It's nice to see you. Thank you for being here, Kathleen.
Thanks so much for the invitation.
You bet. I know Dallas CASA stands for Court-Appointed Special Advocate. Tell us more about your program.
So what we do is we train and supervise volunteers from the community who are court appointed by our local judges to cases where children have been removed from home because of abuse or neglect. And so what our volunteers do, they come in and make a caring connection with each child, and then they're able to gather facts for our judges so that they have the very best information they need to make critical decisions about what medical, educational, therapeutic services our children need to begin to heal from trauma.
Well, I will tell you that it's a point of pride for those of us here at CW33 that we have teamed up with Boost Mobile so we can help the Dallas CASA Angel Tree Holiday Giving Drive. Give us a sense of what that means to you and what we all hope together will come of it.
I love the impact from this project because one of the features of it is you're donating duffel bags to our kids and then making a generous financial contribution so that we can fill those bags with holiday gifts so that during this uncertain and anxious times our kids have a little moment of brightness. But what is so important is the duffel bag itself. I don't know if you're aware, but when children are removed from unsafe situations, frequently they just have a few of their personal belongings that are, stuffed into a black plastic garbage bag. And when they move from placement to placement, the same thing. These plastic bags, which are really, a disturbing image. So I love that you thought about the duffel bags as a way of really making our children feel more special.
Yeah, and we're going to make sure that we encourage our viewers throughout the holiday season and beyond to think about foster children and give, not only in this way, but in other ways as well. You've been around for 40 years. I know we're in a very uncertain time. You've come a long way in terms of being able to serve foster children. What have been some of the more difficult moments during these uncertain times, but what have been some of the brighter moments?
Well, I think in terms of difficulty, it's very, very difficult to look out for the safety of a child from a safe distance, right? I mean, it's, we have really had to challenge ourselves, and our volunteer advocates have done an amazing job of staying connected with our foster families and with the children, biological families, to make sure that we're able to serve them in the most impactful way during this crisis. And on the bright side, there are just so many heartwarming stories of connections being made by our volunteers with children, because they're able to see into that child, not just the circumstances, right, which can often be very challenging of a child, but really their possibilities. Because one of our greatest fears for our children in foster care is that they'll give up hope, they'll stop dreaming. And so what our volunteers do is make sure our children aren't defined or restricted by the circumstances they're currently in.
We can't deny how important it is for people need to care and need to give of themselves, but the money that funds these programs does go to a greater good of helping these children. You have an event coming up on November 15th. It's a virtual event, as so many are, celebrating your 40th anniversary, but beyond that, trying to reach out to people with these stories so that they're compelled to give. Tell us how they can get involved.
So it is about giving, but more so it's about volunteering and really just raising awareness of the need. So if you go to dallascasa.org, you can learn about training to become a volunteer advocate. It's actually more convenient than ever because we're using a virtual platform for that training. So we encourage anyone who might be interested in having an impact in a child's life to go onto our website and check out one of our information sessions. And for those who are interested in helping us financially, obviously it's the same access through the website. That opportunity is available, and we'd love to have you join our virtual event on Sunday when we celebrate entering middle age, our 40th anniversary, and we'll have you'll hear from some of our advocates, some high impact stories. We have a fabulous magician who will be performing for us, Justin Plum, and we have a special performance from the Young Strings organization of the Dallas Symphony Orchestra.
So yes, please give of your time, volunteer, and in the age of the pandemic, that might involve forging a relationship with a foster child where it might be a phone call a week. I mean, not a lot to ask of someone to help change a child's life. And also give, if you can, financially, DallasCASA.org. Thank you so much, Kathleen, for being here. That's Kathleen LaValle. She's the Dallas CASA CEO. And there's the information for you once again, their 40th virtual anniversary celebration this Sunday at 6 o'clock. Just log on, and those stories are compelling, and it does paint a picture of what our children are facing, Jenny.